Wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year, and with the new year comes the January release of Home Assistant. We have quite some new changes related to dashboards, settings page, energy dashboards and much more. So let's look into those. In the previous release, Home Assistant had introduced the Home Dashboard with the concept of the sidebar and energy distribution summaries. In the mobile view, this sidebar was shown as a tab like this, which is now being displayed as a new section below the favorites here, rather than the previous tab navigation giving you instant access without the need of extra tabs. Next, in the home dashboard, we have this devices icon which opens up this devices page where it shows you all the devices, helpers and entities that are not assigned any areas. So in this way, you can catch all those devices that don't have an area assigned and you don't need to go through the settings to find these out. Then in the previous release, Home Assistant had released this purpose-specific triggers and conditions feature via the lab section. Now this is further improved to provide more triggers for buttons, climate, device tracker and a few more options listed here. Next, in this new release, in the settings page, we now have the protocol specific section directly available here. You can then access the Zigbee, Thread, Bluetooth protocol information by visiting their specific pages directly via the settings page. One thing to note is that only those protocols will be shown here that you have integrated in Home Assistant. Like for example, I don't have Z-Wave integration, so it's not visible here. Next, in the previous release, Energy dashboards had got a big update with real-time power monitoring, but navigating data between dates was difficult as the date was at the top. So in this release, we have the date picker that will be available at the bottom, so you can easily scroll and navigate between the energy data from different dates. Then the December release of ESP Home provided this option to return custom responses as part of actions being called, and now in this release, Home Assistant will fully support receiving these responses. This means that ESP Home devices can return JSON data in their responses to actions which Home Assistant can now work with. Now these updates are part of the beta release and the final set of features will be released this coming Wednesday. So make sure to watch the release party. Now if you like to see such quick updates about Home Assistant releases, then make sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit that like button for more such videos to come. Till then, take care and I'll see you in my next one.